Hey guys, I'm going to be doing activity D with you on your word study practice. For this practice, we have our analogies. So our directions say circle the analogy that best matches the bold words. Remember, with an analogy, we're trying to find the connection between the first two words and follow that same connection with our second set of words. So on number 1, we have xylophone and percussion. Well, a xylophone is going to be a percussion instrument. So based on that, the set of words that I see following the same pattern would be a violin is a string instrument. Number 2, we have visionary and inventive. Well, a visionary is a person who would be described as being inventive. So I need to look and see which set of words follows that same pattern. On this one, I'm going to choose a genius is someone who is intelligent because the first word is being described by the second one. Number 3, we have actor and audition. Well, we know that an actor has to audition in order to get a part in a movie or a play. So if I look at these choices, I'm going to choose an athlete has to try out because you can't make a team unless you try out for it. So now I have number 4, alarm and audible. Well, we know that if you have an alarm, it's going to be audible. It's something you are able to hear. So I'm going to look at my choices. The only one here that follows that same pattern would be a sign is something that is visible. You are able to see a sign. Number 5, we have vista and pretty. Based on our definition, we know vista is something you look at and it's going to be a pretty view. So we are going to have the first word be able to be described by the second word. So knowing that, if I look at these 4 choices, the only one that would make sense here is a library can be described as quiet. Number 6, we have cacophony and symphony. Well, based on this definition, we know that it's going to be something loud, a terrible sound, something that's really not pleasant. However, a symphony is pretty much the opposite of that. You have music that is going well together, all the instruments are in harmony, people enjoy listening to it. So we're looking for antonyms here. So if I look at these, the only one that would make sense here is going to be cruel and loving. Number 7, we have audience and listens. We know that an audience is going to listen to whatever they are watching. So if I pay attention to that same pattern, I'm going to choose a student is going to learn. Number 8, we have visualize and mind. Well, we know that you visualize something in your mind. You're not actually physically seeing it, you're just picturing it in your mind. So based on that, if I look here, I need this one to be something that takes place in the second one. So that same pattern is seen on letter B with learn and classroom because you learn in the classroom. Number 9, we have records and phonograph. So we know based on our definition that you are playing records on a phonograph. So if I look at my different options here, you're going to play an MP3 file on an iPod. And number 10, we have auditorium and performances. So an auditorium is going to be where a performance would take place. So based on that, my option that I'm going to choose here is going to be a stadium and games because games are going to take place in the stadium.